Okay, so I'm here with Michael Medin. Did I pronounce the last name correctly? Medin?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I think the correct pronunciation is Medin,
Okay.
which is the sort of leading a Swedish, it's the fancy neighborhood.
Okay.
But,
So Michael is the main developer of Windows add-on for Nagios, really an agent called NSClient++, which is a hugely important add-on for Nagios. That a lot of people use. I think that's the one I promote in the documentation, like try this, here's how to use it. So a lot of people run Windows stuff in their environment, so it's really critical that they be able to monitor Windows. How did you get involved in the project? And how much work do you do, and what are you looking for to happen with the project's future?
So all questions at once?
All at once.
Yeah, first off, well, the reason I got involved in it was I was working at the Network Operations Center for my company by accident, and we needed a tool that worked better than the old NSClient, which was the tool of choice back in the day. And I sort of worked out, since I'm a developer, quite fit well into what I would like to do, so I started writing a client, and a couple of years later people actually started to use it, and I was sort of forced to actually do good code and not just write code, which was the original intention. So now it's grown quite a bit, and I think it's a lot of people who are actually using it.
And what are you looking? You mentioned yesterday in the presentation that you were looking for some additional resources or assistance for improving the project in the future. What are those things that you need, or what would you want?
The main problem for me is that I am a system developer. My server park is one Linux computer, so I don't really use NSClient++ at all for monitoring. So I add things people request, and there aren't that big community around it. So most people, they use it as is and don't really come forward with what they need. So the main thing I need is people who use it and want to add this feature or tell me how I can make things better for them. It would also be nice if people would be able to help out with writing the scripts and the actual usage scenarios and that kind of stuff, because for me it's just a toy, so I don't use it that much in a production environment.
So maybe something like a knowledge base or like a wiki that are full of like usage examples. Here's how you use it to monitor SQL Server in 10 different ways, depending on what you want to do.
And even if the people don't have the best way to do it, if I can see 10 people do it in 10 different ways, I can probably figure out this might be the way to go and come up with the best usage, or maybe not the best, but the suggested usage scenarios or something. So even if you're doing something bad, you feel free to submit it, and I can use it as a base.
Cool. Well, it's a very important add-on for Nagios, I think. And it looks like we're starting, so I think we're going to have to end. But thank you again for your work on NSClient, and hopefully we'll see you again next year.
Yeah, hopefully.